0, 1. Let's get started.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Sienna, welcome to my channel, and today we're doing just a quick little easy video that I've been cooking up for a minute because it's been a weird day, it's been a weird week, and I've had a lot of I've just been struggling to come up with a video idea, and today I just decided, you know what, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna make one, and it doesn't really matter what it's about. So here's what I came up with. Alright, so what I wanted to do today is just do a cute little 10 facts about me, Sienna, because I mean, if you're watching my channel, you probably at least care a little bit about what I do and what I'm all about. And yeah, I just thought I would summarize myself up in 10 quick and easy facts. So let's go. So I wanted to start by saying hello. Yes, my name is Sienna. That is my real name. Online I go by Sienna Circe, just because I think it sounds cool and I like Greek mythology and more like classical sounding names like that. You might also see me under Sienna Maraid. That is my actual name. Very difficult to spell though, so good luck finding me. But yeah, let's see, I'm in my 20s. I consider myself an artist, filmmaker type person. I went to school for film and photography, which leads me into my first fact. I just titled it as I have seen literally every movie. And that is in part because I went to film school and we had to watch a lot of really classic movies, but also I'm the type of person where I had like a phase where whenever I was interested in a certain genre of movie, like I had a big horror movie phase, I would just put I would put a horror movie on Netflix that I was interested in, and I would just let it autoplay for like a whole day. And so I've seen a lot of crap, but I've seen a lot. So I really challenge people to try and come up with a movie I haven't seen, or an actor I don't know, or like a movie I don't have fun facts about, because that is just like how my brain is wired. That is the kind of thing that I like to memorize and that I have stored in my brain for whatever reason. And yeah, so I like to joke that I have literally seen every movie because I'm probably pretty close. My favorite genres are definitely like comedy, romance, and horror, which is kind of a weird combo, but those are always the best movies in my opinion, and I just get really like bored and tired of like crime and drama, which is part of the reason I don't know a lot about TV, so don't test me about TV because I have not seen much. I'm pretty far behind on a lot of like TV trends, although I've seen most of the important things, but yeah. So I went to film school because of that interest. I developed like my niche in film, which is writing and editing, which that kind of leads me into my next fun fact, which too I identify as an artist. So I would say primarily, yes, film and media, video is my main focus in general, but I'm also a digital artist, so I will try and put up like a little piece of my artwork here. So I do a lot of like anime art, which I forgot to mention in my little first fact, but yeah, I'm a big anime nerd. Also, it's kind of recent. I started watching anime in like 2020 when there was nothing else to watch, and I've been hooked ever since. So my favorite right now is probably Apothecary Diaries. It's my favorite new one. My favorite of all time is probably Fruits Basket, which I'm rewatching right now, but yeah, I've seen a lot of anime in a short period of time. But anyway, so yeah, some of my anime artwork will hopefully be flashing on the screen. I also did commissions for a long time, just like personal portraits for people. I was kicked off of Etsy, so I don't really know how I want to sell that stuff anymore. I was doing really well for a minute and I was able to make that like a full-time gig, and then I got banned from Etsy because they don't hire real artists anymore. They just drop ship. So, yeah, hire is the wrong word, but you know what I mean. Anyway, that'll lead us into our next fun fact, kind of. So fun fact number 3, I love weddings. That didn't lead us in. That was dumb. Anyway, fun fact number 3 kind of ties in with the artist thing in film. So I love weddings, and once I figured out how much I love weddings, which I figured out because I watched a lot of really crappy reality TV shows about weddings. Like, my favorite is Bridezilla's. I absolutely love watching those train wreck weddings. And then I also, Marriage or Mortgage is another one that I found that's crazy that I love. 4 Weddings, another great one. Yeah, I watch a lot of wedding-based reality TV shows. That became like a little guilty pleasure of mine, and I realized, like, wow, I love weddings so much and they entertain me so much. Why don't I like get into this? So I started my own videography business because of that. So in the summers, especially where I live, there are a lot of weddings, so I get very busy in the summertime doing weddings for mostly tourists, which kind of leads me into another topic. I live in Montana. Well, before we go into the 4th fact, I guess. But yeah, I do a lot of weddings here in Montana, outdoor elopements and stuff like that. And also I am getting married next June, which is a year out, and it's kind of scary, but yeah, I have my boyfriend Vincent, and yeah, we got engaged last July, and yeah, we're getting married next June, which is very exciting. But yeah, so that kind of leads me into fun fact number 4. I have my notes over here. They are not in any order. I'm just kind of doing what I feel like. So number 4, I live in Montana. I've lived in Montana basically my entire life. I was born in Dallas, Texas, but we moved here when I was really young, and I barely remember Texas, I guess. A lot of my siblings still live in that area, but we don't really have any attachment to Texas. Like my sisters live there, but like my parents weren't born there or anything. They were there for work. My mom is from Montana, so that's why we came to Montana. And yeah, we've been here ever since. So here I am, and yeah, I have kind of a love-hate relationship with Montana because it's a very beautiful, wonderful place to live and grow up, but it's a very difficult place to be a young adult, especially with how the world is right now. So yeah, at some point I would like to do, I started a video, I just need to edit, but yeah, I have a lot of videos coming up about Montana because it's an interesting topic. So next, I guess I'd like to say that fun fact number 5, I love to travel. I have done a lot of traveling abroad. My sister lives in Switzerland, so like October 2023, I went to Switzerland for the first time and got to spend some time with her, and that was really cool. I've been to a couple of other countries just through various programs and opportunities. I lived in Italy, in Venice for a little while. I've been to France a couple of times. I've been to Ireland a couple of times. Holland was really cool. Canada is 30 minutes away, so I've been to Canada. Yeah, hoping to do a lot more in the future, but you know, getting out of Montana, whew, if you think traveling in general is difficult, getting out of Montana is a whole other beast. Let's see, I'm not sure where to go with the next one, so we'll go to the next, I don't have a segue for the next one, so we'll just go into it. Fun fact number 6. I love fashion. It's very important to me, and it's my way of expressing myself. And it's kind of another thing about living in Montana is that it's not a place to be fashionable. it's a place for work and work-related outfits, and I think that's what most people wear, or comfortable clothes, because it's very, very cold here, so why bother getting dressed, which is totally understandable. But also I like to wear a very bright pink pantsuit every once in a while, and it would be very cool if I didn't get a lot of awkward comments about it, so that's always weird for me. But yeah, most of my like extra money goes towards clothes. I did a video recently about cleaning out my closet that took me like 2 full days. So yeah, and whenever I travel, I'm always going shopping. That's one of my favorite things to do. I think it's just one of the coolest ways to show that you've been somewhere and that you really appreciated your time there. It's just bringing something back that you can wear, and that will remind you of all the good times you had there and of the culture and whatever. So yeah, fashion has always been really important to me, and I've been considering making a video about dress codes just in general, like a little commentary video, because I've been thinking about that a lot, and dress codes annoy me, so, and I am very often the subject of dress code enforcers. So yeah, anyway, on to the next one, which is fun fact number 7. I love to yap. I love talking. I can talk all day, every day, all the time, which is surprising to a lot of people because I'm also very shy. Like, I don't like talking to strangers or like getting out and about, which is fun fact number 8. That was dumb. Fun fact number 8. I am very antisocial and I'm working on it, but this has been very helpful to me, just being like up in front of a camera and talking by myself and just being cool with that. And I've been making a lot more effort to just like get to know strangers, not really get to, but you know, like making casual conversation and chatting. It hasn't gone very well for me so far, but I'm trying. I also forgot to mention during the artist section, I actually used to be an actress for a little bit. I did a little bit of film. I've done a lot of theater, and that makes it really weird that I'm antisocial and like awkward in public, and I don't like really love interacting with people, because I'm actually kind of good at it in a weird way. Like, I'm very fine with being on a stage, like performing someone else's words. It's just when I have to come up with what to say and I'm by myself and I'm like looking at a camera awkwardly, I get really shy. So we're working on that, and the videos are helping. I'm getting a lot better at just like being cool with talking by myself. So we'll get there. But yeah, so that was fun fact 7 and 8, I guess, which yapping and loving to talk, I guess that also kind of brings up, I love giving advice. I have a lot of friends that come to me for advice, and I've gotten really good at it. I think mostly because I'm also a good listener, which has just taught me a lot about how to interact with people and how to help people and make them feel better. So that's just been something I've been looking into, just as like a future option. Is I would love to find a way that I could help people with advice and actually be confident that I'm giving them really great, good advice that'll help them. So definitely something I've been looking into. But on the other side of that coin, I love gossip. I really do. That's one of the things about being in a small town. You gotta love to gossip because everyone's talking about you, so you might as well. If you can't beat them, join them, you know? And yeah, so I guess that will lead me into number 9. I just put sociology because that kind of goes under yapping and all of my other stuff. I have a big interest in sociology, psychology, and philosophy, especially philosophy right now. I really want to know why people are the way they are. Like, why do you do that? I don't get it. My brain is just not wired the same way, so I spend a lot of time just like people watching and like learning about what other people in the world are up to. Like right now I'm learning about credit card debt has been a big interest of mine, and like financial audits. That seems to be a huge like trend right now. So I had no idea that it was like typical and normal to be in huge amounts of debt. And so now that I know that, I'm like it's my hyperfixation right now. I was like, I had no idea that's how other people were like interacting with the world, because that was just never something I did or even thought about. So I just take a big interest in that sort of thing, and just like, yeah, politics, I guess, but that's not something I really want to talk about yet on my channel, because I'm just not confident enough, and it's a mess. And I feel like a lot of people are getting to the point where they're trying so hard to be apolitical that they're just not saying anything. So rather than like even get into that area, I'm just gonna say I'm interested, but we're not gonna talk about that right now. But yeah, and then I guess the last fun fact that's not so fun, I guess, number 10. So a big part of the reason that really got me, like, it really motivated me to start my channel and actually start like working on stuff that I'm really passionate about is my mom passed away end of December 2023. So just right after Christmas. So it's been a year and a half now. I started the channel to kind of just like talk through the grief and all that, and like I kind of had a moment of, wow, like life is so short. You never know how long you're going to be here or your loved ones are going to be here. Why waste time? Why not just do what you want to do and not care about what other people think? And that was what was holding me back from making videos for a long time, was just worrying that like people I know were going to make fun of me, or like trolls on the internet, I guess. But I'm at a point now where I'm just like, well, I don't care. I have fun making this. I have fun editing these types of videos, and yeah, my mom didn't get to do a lot of the fun stuff that she wanted to do, and she spent all of her life working really hard to give her family a really great life, and I want to return the favor just by like taking her advice and not worrying about money or status or success or whatever, and just live for the sake of living and for the people that I care about and for the fun things that I want to create. So that's what I'm focusing on now, is creation. And I'm really grateful that I had such a wonderful mom, and I hope that I'm able to make something out of all of the cool stuff that I'm going to be putting out there. So yeah, that's gonna be it for now. That's 10 fun facts about me, Sienna. I would love to chat more at some point, or like elaborate. I just wanted to get a few quick points out there just so you get the general vibe of what I'm all about, and what hopefully a lot of my videos will be about in the future. That's kind of the general gist of things. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Feel free to just say hi, whatever. And yeah, do all the cool YouTube things if you don't mind. Like, share, subscribe, that sort of thing, and we'll see where this goes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.